Hey, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. I started the stream and just realized that the mic wasn't working. I had to restart, reboot. It's all working now. Let's get back to business where we were. So, yeah, so basically, um, what I mentioned earlier was that if we're going to shrink this a little bit, we will see there's equal highs here, there's a lot of liquidity here. We've taken the first set of liquidity, and most probably, I'm only bullish at this point in time. There's nothing telling me that we're going down. We've got to break this fair value gap lower to go down. But while we stay above this, I can only foresee higher prices right now. What I was indicating earlier, there's equal lows that formed here with this 8:30 or 8, is it 8 o'clock, or this the news created this. There's liquidity sitting up here, and there's liquidity obviously down here. So I don't know if price will come down to tap into this, to turn this fair value gap into a support level, and then go higher, or just leave us here and just runs higher. So let's give it time. It's 9:30 right now. So let's see what price does. It's going to pop down to a 5 minute quickly here, so we know. So I'm going to close all of this. That was just me looking at price earlier. All right, so okay. Let's see. Just want to mute myself. I want to just do something quick. nothing's happening yet, so let's just keep an eye on this, see what we can do. So obviously when there's nothing here right now, I mean, if you really, I mean, one thing you guys will know from me is, I mean, I'm not going to take any trades if it's not in a discount area. So this big fair value gap down here, I will most likely look for something to happen here. But then again, I mean, we just need to be very mindful of the news that's playing out today. Let's see. And it's early, so we gotta wait till 10 anyways. So there's nothing for us, nothing to do right now. So let's see. CPI was at 8.30. Retail crude oil inventories is going to be at 10.30. Okay. Alright, we'll see what's happening at 10. There's some orange folder news that's happening at 10. And retail inventories, business, and then the Fed Vice Chair supervision speaking. So we'll see what, I don't know, what liquidity they're going to bring to the market, or just keep an eye on it. Okay, let's see if we can maybe look at something. I mean, funny how we put some nice equal highs there. Let's take this off first. Then we've got this gap here. We literally just poke into it and then consolidate. I mean, there people who trade off fair value gaps is probably going to be caught there, and I'll tell you the reason. You have to at all times make sure when you buy, you're in an area of discount when you buy, and if you want to sell, you're in an area of the premium if you want to sell. So there's no reason for you to buy up here, because it's not high probability and it just doesn't make sense. So anybody who waited for this poke into this fair value gap right there might have longed and went up and everybody was happy till it started to go sideways. And I won't be surprised to see price drop down and then come back up. But let's see. One thing I never do is, I mean, it's good sometimes to draw out what price action will do, but sometimes, or some people will draw it out and they will marry that prediction and that they're getting wrecked at the end of the day. My advice is to find that one thing, that one strategy, that one setup that you look for. You know, in my mind, I go and I see where the market is going. I look at the higher time frame. I'm convinced the market is going higher because of all the liquidity and the shifts and the gaps that was formed. And my biggest thing now is if we close below this bigger higher time frame fair value gap, which is this orange area, then only will I look for sales. But at this point, we created equal lows here, which is a liquidity pool. I would like to buy down here if there's a setup. I would not fear of missing out of this big move and try to get on here. That's not what I would do. And this is where people feel they're going to miss out, because we might see a candle move up higher to take these highs out, and people think they're missing the move and try to jump in here, and then the market came all the way down. So we literally got to wait and be patient. That's one of the biggest things. And psychology is always the biggest. It's a psychological game, trading. And I personally think it's only psychological is because people, fear of missing out, jump in the wrong place. And then you sit with that drawdown, and that's what's eating you, because then you hope, and the minute you start hoping that price will go up, that's when you gamble. But if you got a set process to say, listen, it's got to be in a specific thing, where's the liquidity? We've marked out liquidity. We know more or less where market's going to go to. Will it go there? I don't know. But we will see. And if it goes there, you got a plan. You wanted to see liquidity get run down here and then go higher. Then this high is a good, because remember, this big push up is generating enough liquidity for price to go to the opposite direction, and at some point go back, to release all that liquidity. And that's why when I look at this chart, I'm thinking we've got equal lows. I won't be surprised if market comes down and fake people out here and then start going up. I first look at this first move down, I thought, okay, so this market's most probably going to put a 3 drive down before it's going to return. Obviously it did not do that. I didn't take a trade, so now we just gonna have to wait and see what it does. Alright, so we've got 15 minutes left till 10 o'clock. I'm just gonna sit and watch here, but I'm gonna put us on mute for now because there's not much happening right now. If I see something, I will definitely come back on with my voice and take you through what I see. But at this point, I'm just observing. Hey guys, back. Just while we wait, guys. Remember, anything in this video is just for entertainment purposes, journaling purposes, more like education, not basically financial advice. So yeah, let's just learn together and get better as traders together, I guess. Okay, so we've still got time. We've got 11 minutes left. Let me have a look. Okay, so now we're moving in, but the setup is still not something for me to just go and buy. I still think we're gonna go lower first and then give us a nice opportunity to buy from there. Well, at least that's what I think, and that's what I'm expecting. Let's see if we go to a 1 minute. If there were any, not that I'm going to take any trades, I'm just saying if there was anything people could get. I look at this, I don't particularly like anything here. No. Nope. I remember yesterday I spoke about, when you get, in this case, let me show you guys. Let me just put this in an arrow. So we got liquidity here, there's liquidity here. Okay, so obviously we printed equal highs, but this black candle was an outside bar shifting, closing way below this white bar. So if you're a scalper and you had conviction that we're going to go lower, and obviously you're in a premium zone, so you can only look for shorts. This little wick, that's a scalp entry right there. Only because of this black candle on the outside. It's got to be a black candle. There's another setup if the white candle was higher to also take a similar trade, but that is normally your scalp, and in this case you would have looked for 2 to 1, and we'll do more of this to show you guys. If you just wanted to take it down to 50%, oh well, that's a 4 to 1. That low will give you your 2 to 1. So that was something that was great. This black candle here did not close below the wick there, so you couldn't have taken that. Can't take this. There's this fair value gap, so if you believe that price is going to go lower, and this is not a setup that I'm taking, could be a retracement in there, taking this. And this again, if we go up there, that's a good sell area in a premium zone to go lower. So, but again, I'm not saying take the trade, I'm just reading price, what I see, if it was the right condition, right time, what I would have considered as a trade. And we could see something in here form, something similar to this. That white candle and then a black candle to reject, and the same type of thing. We got 6 minutes left till 10, and then we'll see what happens. Alrighty. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to see if I can find another like this, but I think we'll see it, especially down here. But I'm not gonna. I mean, if this black candle was taking out this high, well, then that was a very good short entry. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what we do, what we create. Small candles are just there for time. It's playing for time. 10 o'clock, this might see a big move down, and then we'll see. Let's just keep it like this. See what everybody is aligned with this. Look, guys, I mean, I could say we're going to go into that blue area, which is a discount, a premium in a premium, to go down. As thing could completely run the opposite direction. So if you wanna try these things out with me, just stick to the old paper trade or demo accounts, so you don't burn yourself. But let's see what we get here now. Remember this fair value gap that I've marked out here, it's got a hold price. Then we know we're on our way to these equal lows. If it breaks through and close above, I'm not interested at all. And again, this fair value gap is in a premium zone. And let me show you again. So you take it from the low that obviously generated that push. There you can see we're above the 50%, and then we're gonna go above the 50% here. So it's premium in premium. So it's like a double confirmation type of thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that off. See, if we have seen this black candle spike in there and then create then that little wick there would be a good entry to this low, or even to the lower low. Okay, let's see. So this white candle didn't make a proper wick. So now we got to see what forms here. Okay, we've got what time is it? Okay, it's 4. It is 10 a.m. Let's see what happens. Okay. Remember, even if we mark this out, we have not taken anything. There's no setup there yet. There's nothing telling you. I mean, it doesn't mean if you in a premium or fair value gap, you just sell blindly. You gotta get the right setup to form, telling you this is the place you gotta take your short. Okay, so if this black candle now comes and closes below this up candle, this white candle here, leaving that high there and not taking out that high, that would interest me at some sort of short setup. And there we go, there's no short setup anymore. So let's just do this. I'm gonna take this over here. Little fair value gap. See that. So this becomes an inversion fair value gap. I'm going to leave this there because I want to see how price reacts to it. Sometimes price come and take a high out and then break lower again. So I don't want to put too many lines here, but that high there has been taken out as liquidity. This thing could smash through this and close there. If these are concurrent, consecutive black candles closing below this low, then this little wick becomes a retracement back into type of thing. Little wick. Okay, let's see what happens. But if there's a white candle, then I'm scratching all of that. Okay, now it looks like we want to go test this fair value gap up here, possibly. Let's see if it does. Okay, so this is no longer something for me to look at. All that. Okay, let's now see what it does. over there. Sometimes the fair value gaps look insignificant, but I can tell you, if you master fair value gaps and inversion fair value gaps, and you'll see how powerful they are in the right context. Remember, you're in a premium right now. You've broken all these structures, shifts down. I mean, OTE traders could look at this and say, oh, it could be an entry. I mean, the matter of the fact is you are in premium to sell. So now we've got this little fair value gap here. Fair value gap. Okay, if we close below that up candle and through the fair value gap, that to me would be something that I would be considering to short, because we're coming from a fair value gap up here. And look, we can spike through it, we can close below it again. We still got 20 seconds. That's another fair value gap. So our price goes back into this fair value gap. Okay, now if you close through this, this could be seen as something that want to go lower, because you've got a fair value gap, you've got liquidity here that you took, and that fair value gap is holding price. From that liquidity point, shifting through a fair value gap, turning into IFEG, that's normally a setup to go in that direction. Okay. I think this will most probably hold price. Nice swing high that formed there. I don't want to see price, you know, if I was going to go short, I don't want to see price go above that swing point there. So even though we see all these wicks spiking through it, I would not suggest jumping in early. I would suggest to wait for further confirmation to show we aggressively want to violate this fair value gap. Otherwise this thing can turn on its head and go the opposite, and like now. I mean, there, if you short it, I mean, that's where people start stressing, because then it goes against you. You're like, what the hell's going on? What's the market doing? I don't understand what's going on. And then you say fair value gaps don't work. I can tell you guys, all these concepts I'm going to show, share and show you guys, they do work, and they only work if you use it in the right context. And that goes for any strategy out there. No strategy randomly works. It's got to be in the same in the right context of the order flow, and the right PD arrays. And if you can't do that, then then you're just gonna gamble and lose money anyways. Okay, so just want to mark this out, and it looks like equal highs again. Another equal high. So now we're building up liquidity. So I won't be surprised now for price to drop. to do its business down here, and then maybe in PM session later take a run up into newer highs. Well, let's mark out 10. Okay. It's normally this between 10 and 11 that we're seeking nice entries. I mean, if we close below this fair value, doesn't do it. I mean, if you yeah, no, don't get tempted. Let's wait for it to show you a hand. It's got to show. I mean, there's a little block there, push up, it could stall, go higher, but if it breaks down through here, then we might see. But then you've got a fair value gap here that could hold price. So you just need to know what. And remember, the other strategy I posted was the 9 o'clock highs, which is that liquidity up there, and the lows, which is down here. So normally, what a day would do is to run one liquidity and go to the other. In this case, I think it would want to go down here first before it goes higher, because if it goes higher, it's going to continue going higher because of all that other liquidity out there and the buy side on the higher time frame that's sitting there. So let's just wait and see. Just give it some time to play out. See how that fair value gap is holding price again. It was holding price there, it shot through, print equal highs, now it's holding it. Nothing clear. So let's give it some time. This is where we got to be patient. So I'll place it. I'm going to just mute myself for a second. Yeah. Okay, now we see some movement coming through. Equal highs, did a little thing there. This wick here could be a nice retracement. If we close below, we can see a spike up into this wick's little wick there. obviously if we see price going above here, I just want to collapse the trade. But for now, let's see. What we want to see now is we want to see aggressive move down. Okay. The reason I put my stop up there is, I mean, it could still run through it. I'm just looking at this swing low and that swing high. We went into a premium area up here. Obviously I sold down here because, I mean, I could have just waited for this to tighten it up a bit, but I didn't because I thought this might just go. And now it's not. So we could go for that buy side first or just continue going higher. I don't know. But it would have been nice to see price just dump from here. Look, my risk is tiny. I'm only risking $100 on this trade. So if it takes me out like now, then it's fine. Small trade. Okay, now let's see if it wants to take these equal highs out. See how important it is for, I mean, obviously this was an early trade to take. Got to wait for price to close and turn this into an IFG, inversion fair value gap. But okay, so now could see go up, and there we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this one off. It was a fair value, not a fair value gap, that was a wick. It was holding price, holding price, holding price, and now it broke through. Now we want to see what's coming next. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, so we've run these highs, we've run these highs. If we want to go lower now would be a time to shift and close here, and then we'll see. Let's look at 5 minutes quickly. I mean, this is actually the setup that we've closed up here. I mean, to take these highs out, because that's your fair value gap. That got inverted. The problem is it doesn't give you a good risk reward to there. but it makes it high probability because it comes off a bigger fair value gap and created another one down here. But let's see what it does. See how it plays out. I mean, if we come back down and invert this fair value gap here, then we could see a drop down. And if you really look at this, took you into a discount where you could have bought, taken a nice buy to those highs. So taking out the 9 AM high up here, and if we see some sort of a structure break to go lower, but I mean we are bullish, so it's actually foolish to look for shorts from here. My trade would have been from this equal lows to take a long setup. Obviously didn't give me that, so I tried a little short down here expecting price to go down, but didn't play out. So I mean, trading is not 100%. That was the system. It was, and it was a small trade. So it's amazing how this week forms part of this little fair value gap down here. So price might stall here. Because we had this down candle dipped in here and then run a little sell side and move up. This could come down like this. Could see price come down here and then bounce higher. $61 lines up with this big two down candles, which is looks like an order block. Or it can just run higher. It can do any of that. Okay, so obviously we need to adjust this. Now we see that it forms perfectly overlapping with that wick over there. Didn't mark out this high as well. Right at it, profit. Like perfect. Obviously we need to adjust this again to now make this prime spot if you want to take longs. Unless we just keep pushing higher. see if we can get price down there. Let's see, maybe we give it a go. Give it another try. Yes. It is going to kill me if it's going to run higher from there. I mean, let's see. Let's just be patient. What? Price not moving? Okay, when we go in there, obviously I'm not just going to buy. Let's first see if it does something. Wow. Let's see. Maybe the buy was good. Then again, if you look at it now, if you think, oh, the buy was good, don't chase it. Just skip it and wait for another setup. Look, I'm still saying if we're going to go to this fair value gap here, could be potential downside here to this low. If we're not, then obviously we want to go higher, yeah. We're probably targeting this high. We might see a punch up and then come down to around those lows, or just continuation. Then again, guys, just remember I've got like 30 minutes left. This is my cutoff right here, and we're gonna see the macro is in 20 minutes, and then we might see some movement. But for now, we just wait, and we wait, and we wait. Okay, so now that we're above here, I know we're bullish. It would have been nice for market to go all the way down first. It would have been a super day going along. But saying that, I mean, this also, this was a perfect IFVG actually. Turned in IFVG test and then take target for these equal highs up here. But obviously we didn't take it. But we got to learn from it, right? We got to say, all right, why did I not see that? Okay, I don't know actually why I did not see it. Maybe it's because, remember what I said earlier, you're married to an idea that I assumed we got to go down here. Let's see. So we've got all this liquidity line up here. We took it all out. There was an IVG here. There was a nice swing low and a fair value gap, a nice test in there, one on this risk. And there we go to some more upside. Okay, so now that we take the buy side on that high, now let's see what's the next phase. What are we doing next? Okay, let's do this. I take this off. We take this off because it's all done now. Leave that one there. And take this off because that's alt liquidity. Now we want to see what's going to happen down here. Okay. So this is a key area where price can bounce off. Let's just give it a go and wait. Okay, there we go. Let's go to 5 minutes and see what's happening. Just go to an hour quick. Let's see, what are we targeting next? We are targeting next, which we got. Those eyes up there, which we got. Okay. That's our next one up there. Alright, so 18614 is our next target. So we can see there's a nice swing low, push up. Be nice to see some sort of pullback to this black candle, and then dum 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 dum. Okay, let's see what it does. Say that. It's on. Customization. Okay, let's see. And there we go, off to the races. Okay. $20 left for me, and then trading's going to be done for me. But let's see how it goes. See, might give us an opportunity to take a long all the way there. So let's look at this. So we got this big push up, fair value gap, consolidation, manipulation in here. That was a good entry actually. missed it, pushed up. This thing could come down, do something like this in this area, which is a fair value gap, to test and down, then go higher. But look, always left to live another day, right? Which is not the end of the world. I mean, let's go back to 1 minute and see what it does. I'm actually not, I would not look at any bars right yet, because I don't know from this low to this high if this thing's going to come down here somewhere. Which that fair value gap and that fair value gap, it's like almost perfect. IFEG. I think we might not see any trades. I mean, this was the trade. Didn't see it, missed it. It's fine. I tried to do a short up here, and yeah, it was actually a silly choice. But it's fine. All we got to do now is SC. I think this thing is just going to grind slowly but surely higher, not giving anybody any nice opportunities. I do think that 18,614 is the next target. Yesterday the target was 18,500, which we shot through quite easily, and now we're just carrying on. Come. 5 minutes. Let's go back to 5 minutes. I just want to see what the macro is going to do in 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. Dum, dum, dum. This thing might go up and then hit when we go into out of the session, slowly move all the way down till we get to PM, create another setup to run higher. Only reason I think that is, I know we've got equal lows here and this big fair value gap, but this is more like a breakaway gap. Came and it manipulate in there, and you'll see this is most probably at the 50% of the fair value gap. It's very close, and therefore I might see, might see something else going on here. Give it a few more minutes. Let's give it another 15 minutes, and then if nothing happens, call it a day with you guys, and then we'll see. I'll have a look. I'll come back and have a look. I don't think I'll live stream, but I'll come and have a look and see what the PM session does. See what 15 minutes looks like. Right, let's see what's happening here. nice trade actually on 15 minutes. No fair value gaps. Macros coming. You might see this thing just went go all the way there. Let's see what's happening tomorrow in the news. Over this, that oil thing, inventories. Let's see what time was that again. That is about. Oh, that was done. Okay, don't miss that. See tomorrow. We've got initial jobless claims. We've got Philadelphia's Fed and Manufacturing Index, which is 8:30. Read for the news. This Fed chair, vice chair speaks again. FOMC speaks. It's all yellow folder stuff. Alright, well, we'll see what that does tomorrow. Maybe it's not good to trade. We all know we want to go long him. But we'll see. One minute left and the macro starts. Amazing how the market gives you one opportunity. Was down here, just one. And then it's not going to offer you anything further. I mean, we could have, if you wanted to gamble, we could have just jumped in and try not to miss the train, but that's not going to make you a better trader, right? Okay, macros is starting now. Such a nice entry here. Good grief. You get all this boom, 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 and then boom. All the swing lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, lows, lows. That all creates liquidity, right? And at some point you want to go, boom, run through it and then carry on. Otherwise, this becomes a retail heaven. To say it makes a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then people are just buying the dips, buying a little dip. Now they're like, no, we got to buy more because this is just a dip, right? And then it goes, dunk. I mean, nice equal lows here within this fair value gap. I'm going to take that one out. I mean, this one there. So now it's fair value gap here. Let's see. Taking liquidity in this little gap here. Check. If it breaks there, it might go lower and lower. I mean, if we close above this black candle's high, they're most likely just going to continue. Like, almost, yeah. I actually think I'm gonna wait till PM, because even in this macro time, I mean, macro runs from, what is it now, 10:50 till 11:10. Then we, yeah. See what it does. Let's see what it does. Might test that white candle and then drop. Or not. At this, you see this black candle spiked above it, but this is holding price. It's got to close below it to go for the next one. Then if it closes below that, we want to target the next target, which is this one. And there's little lows down there as well. There's lows down there. Price is slow. Something slow. Right, I think I'm going to end this here because I would like to see price come down first, and then I'll look for new buys. Unless this is just want to go to the moon and not back. With that said, guys, thanks for those who came to join us and to see what the market had to present to us. There was a nice setup here. Fortunately, I missed it. And yeah, I thought there was gonna be an opportunity to run the sell side down here before we're gonna go higher, but obviously it was good enough just to run into a discount and then inverse this fair value gap to go higher. Those who made money off that long, well, great for them. I will speak to you guys. I'll see if I can stream tomorrow again. But if I don't speak to you guys, be safe, don't overtrade, and have a great